So chat, IGN tweeted out with a video. It says our IGN first game of November is Marvel Rivals, the upcoming 6v6 hero shooters featuring many Marvel Rivals' biggest superhero. We're kicking off our exclusive coverage with 5 minutes of gameplay featuring Psylocke, the most recently confirmed hero added to Rivals' sizable roster, and it's a 5-minute gameplay trailer of the new character. So I figured we should watch it.
We recently had an exclusive trial of Psylocke, the new hero of Marvel Rivals. Her agile movements and powerful attack power left a deep impression on me. She's a very threatening output character to the back row. Next, please.
Really quick, I do want to say, I feel like almost every character in Rivals feels strong. Like, some obviously are weaker than others, but like, you always feel like you're hitting pretty hard. It's weird. They've done a good job of making sure that you're like, hero, right? Like you still have like that feeling that you're a hero doing stuff. Obviously some stronger than others though.
Let's watch our recorded skill demonstration and actual combat video.
Are we a fan of the third person instead of first person gameplay? I am sus of it. I think if you play Overwatch, this is the closest adjacent game that you've had in the last in a long time, actually. Like, there's ones that always say that they're an Overwatch game, but they're not actually. This is as close as you're gonna get. Maybe like a CS to Valorant, even. I don't know if I want to go that far, but like I would say maybe a CS to Valorant, where they're not going to be the same and they're going to have big differences. But like, I don't think the third person is enough to sway you away from it. I think that it was like once I played a few games, it wasn't the first thing I thought of anymore.
Psylocke is a duelist class in the game, a formidable assassin type damage dealer, adept at close-quarter combat where her shotgun-like bullets are most effective. The closer she is to her opponents,
I like the
especially
X's.
those fragile back row heroes, the greater the damage she inflicts. This
Wait, she go invisible?
clearly encourages
That's
players
sick.
to close the distance when using her. Additionally, her normal attacks reduce ability cooldown times, adding a layer of challenge for players to master her aiming
Really?
and timing. Psylocke.
So if you have good aim, your abilities come back faster. That's kind of nice. I like that.
Abilities are crafted to complement her role. Psyblade Dash, a straightforward and aggressive spring attack that deals damage to enemies in her path. This ability also retracts
Literally
her
Genji
right-click
dash.
shuriken, creating a potent burst of damage in a short span. Psychic Still grants Psylocke invisibility for a few seconds, along with increased movement speed. This is invaluable for either from escaping concentrated fire.
So you don't say. They give invisibility to a character and you have to press a button for it to be used? Tell me more.
Sneaking up on the enemy's back row unnoticed.
Hot take, they need to add out of combat heals for them. I miss it so much, and since they're not adding roll queue, they're gonna need it. You know, it's one of those few things that Overwatch has that is, I think, is actually really, really good, and Rivals probably could benefit from that as well. I think it's still early though to like before you jump on the train of like, oh, you absolutely need this. But I think they'll go the route where they probably will need it. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Wing Shurikens. When activated, Psylocke throws several psychic shuriken that damage enemies and provide temporary health based on the number of shuriken that hit. Right-clicking again recalls the shuriken, causing additional damage. Skilled players can
It's like a
maneuver
Junker
this
Queen knife.
shuriken through multiple enemies, though the temporary health boost can only be applied once per throw.
She does a lot of damage. Holy shit. That wasn't
Dance
even all
of the
headshots.
Butterfly. Upon
Or like any.
activation, Psylocke creates a wide killing zone centered around her. She automatically targets and launches powerful slashes at random enemies within the zone. If only one enemy is present, they suffer multiple attacks. If multiple enemies are within the zone,
What?
the damage is distributed among them. While the ultimate is active, players
Wait, can you even kill her in that ult with how fast she's moving? Wait,
targets
what?
and launches powerful slashes at random enemies within the zone. If only one enemy is present, they suffer multiple attacks. If multiple enemies are within the zone, the damage is distributed among them. While the ultimate is active,
Holy
players
shit.
can't control who Psylocke targets, but can adjust the center of the killing zone. This forces opponents to use all their movement abilities to escape quickly.
That is sick. I feel like it
To
could potentially be
maximize
busted,
Psylocke's
but
potential, players
sick.
must tactically position her close to enemy back rows. Her normal attacks and ultimate are most effective at close range, rewarding players who can adaptively navigate her into prime position for maximum impact.
So you're rewarded for really good mechanics and for playing aggressive and being up close. That sounds awesome. A true assassin stealth, or not even, I mean a little bit of stealth, but truly an assassin character. Trial impressions.
In combat, Psylocke necessitates strategic coordination of her sprint and stealth ability to effectively navigate complex terrain and swiftly close in on the opponent's vulnerable back row heroes. Alternatively, she can utilize the high burst damage of her left and right click abilities, along with the cooldown reduction feature of her left click to quickly diminish the health of the front row.
Yeah, you can see it down there during that fight right there. After she dashes, watch down here really quick. You can see after hitting a couple shots, like it jumps.
Health of the front
boom,
row.
boom, 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 boom. It's all the way up to 2, and then it cuts. So like it's a little bit different, but.
A useful trick when sprinting is to raise the camera to achieve a double jump effect, allowing Psylocke to reach higher areas of the map. Furthermore, combining her sprint attack with normal attacks can help secure the final blow on enemies while simultaneously moving Psylocke out of dangerous positions, avoiding focused attacks.
That dash is a pretty long cooldown now.
Is crucial for maximizing Psylocke's effectiveness.
11-second cooldown is kind of
energy is
big.
fully charged, using her ultimate move requires careful consideration. Factors such as relative distance.
Wait, did it say when her energy is fully charged? Is that what they call ult charge in the game? They call it energy? I never knew that.
To the enemy, player positioning, and the decision.
Look at this though. Like they popped ult at 16 HP and they were chilling.
Factors such as relative distance to the enemy, player positioning.
That's crazy.
And the decision to either deal through damage to finish off low health enemies, or
she says ult, but she said charging energy, or when your energy is full.
Exploit the invincibility of the ultimate to avoid concentrated fire.
So I was wondering if that's like just what they call it in game, and I didn't realize that.
Overall, Psylocke demands precise shooting accuracy, in-depth familiarity
Looks like a
with the
high
map,
skill character
and
for sure.
impeccable timing in using her sprint ability. Players must approach her as a ninja rather than a warrior to fully understand her position and role in battle effectively. IGN First will release more new information about Marvel Rivals in November, so stay tuned.
Looks cool. Definitely gonna be one of those characters that is probably gonna be super high skill. And I wonder if we're gonna be seeing more stuff like this as we get closer to December, where Rivals gets released. Because I don't think we've seen any footage of. Well, who else is there? It's like Captain America or something, right? Hopefully, we'll be seeing more as we get closer to Rivals.